Hello everyone! So, today I figured it's time to go ahead and take a crack at this 2021 draft. I was thinking about it after yesterday's episode with the Garruk's Uprising experiment that I'm probably gonna need some more 2021 cards, and since I prefer to actually draft to get my cards as opposed to just opening packs, or I should say buying packs, because I don't have a problem opening them as long as I'm just getting them as rewards. Um, might be a good time to go ahead and draft finally. The sealed event was fun. I don't know if I really want to try doing another one. Um, but if I do decide to do one, I have the gems for it. But I also currently have the gold for a draft. So we're gonna go ahead and draft and see how this goes. Now, I'm even less prepared than I was for Ikoria for this one because I didn't pay any attention to spoiler season. Cards get posted in some of the Facebook groups that I follow from time to time, or at least they did during spoiler season. But I really wasn't paying attention, if I'm being entirely honest. I never do. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit of guesswork. So yeah, what's the final prize? 2,200 gems and 6 packs of cards. Oh, you get an increased pack of cards after every... Oh, no, maybe not so drastic. So yeah, we're going to try to do really good here. I have yet to have 7 wins on Arena in any limited game at all. Which is weird because I'm actually pretty decent at limited sometimes when I want to be, and but I mean, we already have an inkling of what direction we could go with a couple of different cards in there. So let's just, let's get into it. Oh, and this one's a live draft, so I'm going to be a little bit pressured on time. That's going to be fun. Alright, I am ready. I don't know if these guys are ready. They are. Pedro, Lulu, whatever. Alright, our rare is Transmorgify. Exile a creature. That creature's controller reveals top from the library until they reveal a creature. And then they put that card onto the battlefield and shuffle the rest into their library. Interesting. But that feels more like an EDH card than something you can actually benefit from limited. As a matter of fact, well, I don't know. If you take out somebody's bomb, it could be pretty decent. Let's see. Tempered Veteran. You can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature with a counter on it. You can pay 6 and just put a +1/+1 counter on something. If we knew that we were going for +1/+1 counters, that's something I'd pick up, but I don't think so. I'm going to go with Thrashing Brontodon, I believe. I don't see anything else here that would take... Well, let's see. That's a good one. In this situation, 3/2 with flying, and it gives flying to something else. I'm still going with this, though, honestly. Because it's versatile, and for 3 mana, it's actually not bad. Ooh, Feat of Resistance. I like this card, not just because I'm a huge fan of Tarkir, but because, yeah, it's really freaking good. Let's see. Lifelinker, and it puts a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures you control. Angelic Ascension. Ooh, sure. Trade-off Exile. Prismite. It's a creature that's... Oh, knowing that it's in there is pretty good. Let's see. No. Not a lot of impressive stuff. I think I'm going to go with the Feat of Resistance, I think. Yeah. Temple of Triumph. Well, we could try going Naya. Never pass up a good opportunity when you have it. Let's see. Vern Wingmare. I'm not a huge fan of this most of the time because this best goes in creature heavy decks, although we might have a creature heavy deck. I don't know. It's too early to tell. But it's at uncommon, so there's a chance that we'll get another one later on. Let's see. Any target? That's not bad. Valorous Steel. Rambunctious Mutt. I saw this in the constructed play. Read the Tides. This thing enters tapped. It looks ugly. I guess we will go with the Temple. Worst case scenario, I have a Temple for my collection. I mean, I missed my personal rare drop. Alright, so let's take a look at red, green, and white, because I don't think I'm going to entertain another color. Since we are possibly going 3 color, it probably wouldn't go amiss to pick up the Prismite. Let's see. Sack a creature with flying. Destroy an artifact or creatures with flying can't block. And shrines. This is a shrine relevant card. I think we're going to go with the Prismite, honestly. Because I'm still not entirely sure what direction we're going to go. Necromentia. I actually just opened one of those, and I don't want another one. Bone Pit Brutes. When it enters the battlefield, your creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. It's a 4/5 for 6 on its own. For the bitten, creature gets +2/+2 and attacks each combat if able. Turret Org, when it EBFs, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. And it also has reach. Then we also have Valorous Steel, which is just 2 bodies for 4. Dub, which makes something... ooh. You put that on the right thing, that could be pretty useful. Alpine Watchdog, and then more shrine stuff. Go Dub. Might not have been the right thing. 9 lives, passing that right up. You know what? Drawing a card is always pretty irrelevant, so yeah, let's take a look at this Furious Rise, though. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, exile top card, and then you can play that card until you exile another card with... Oh, ooh. Very EDH worthy. Ugh, I wish I was going black. I would totally pick that up. Short Sword's okay if you're running out of things to pick. And Fearsome Path EBF, search for a creature, convert a mana cost 6 or greater, put it into your hand on the shelf for your library. 3 mana for a very specific tutor. I'm gonna pass on that. 2 bodies. You know, I will say this. 4 mana for 4/3 that potentially has extra benefit is not the worst. But let's see, a 1/1 flyer that draws. It's going with the Org, honestly. Yeah. Might pick up another Prismite later. Let's see, a target card from the graveyard to the bottom of your library. Could go with the Truffle Snout. Truffle Snout's not bad. Maybe you could turn it into a Knight with Dub. That would be funny. Gnarled Sage is a 4/4, and as long as you draw 2 or more cards this turn, it gets O2 and Vigilance, and it also inherently has Reach. Defiant Strike, that's more card draw, so and we'll go with that for now, because I really got to pick some creatures here soon, though, because, yeah. This could be a good finisher depending on how wide things go. There's that Spine Megalodon, but I'm going to pass that up this time. When this creature blocks creatures flying, it's 2 for a 1/3. Oh, there's more card draw. I guess we'll do that. It could be interesting. You know, it's not too late to just like ditch green altogether. I'm just throwing that out there for myself. Yeah, we'll pick up another Prismite. There's the Wingmare. If we do go creature heavy, that probably wouldn't be bad to have, but I think I'll pass it up again in favor. Well, yeah, let's pick up the Wingmare, because I don't want to dip into green too much heavier if we might be ditching it. I guess Destructive Tampering. Fervor of the Bitten, I guess. I don't know. I don't like forcing stuff to attack. Short Sword. And Destructive Tampering. Alright. Sporeweb Weaver. Hexproof from blue. Reach. And when it's dealt damage, you gain a life and create a 1/1 green sap. You know, if we do go into green, that would be pretty good. Oh, dude, I didn't know Freebooter was in this set. I didn't know most of the stuff was in this set, but still. That's pretty cool. There's another Feat of Resistance. But that's a common, so we could probably pick another one up of those later. Yeah, we're going to go with the Spore Web Weaver, just because life gain and +1/+1s. And the fact that we can probably enchant it to be even better. Ooh, another temple. Oh, Witch's Cauldron. That would be pretty okay if we were going for more of an Aristocrats build. Sabertooth Mauler. If a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it and untap it. It's conditional. Matches battlefield +1 counter each rule. Ooh. This could enhance the way that we play with +1/+1 counters, and since I'm most likely going to try picking up more Feats of Resistance later, that won't be a bad one. And I'm taking that over the Feat of Resistance right now, mostly because we need more creatures. So Defiant Strike, Goblin Wizardry. This is a hilarious card. Or I should say what it makes are hilarious. We could go totally meme status and just get the Colossal Dreadmaw. As a matter of fact, with all the enchantment stuff that we have, the 6/6 of Trample for 6 is not bad. Lore Scale Codal, huh? Whenever you draw, put a +1/+1 counter on it. There's a lot of different things I could do with that, but I'm not going to mess with it. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious we're definitely going 3 color, so probably wouldn't go amiss to pick up yet another Thrashing Brontodon. But let's also take a look at our other options. Shoot. Makeshift Battalion. I like the art on it at the very least. 3/2 for 3 with the ability to grow. Not the worst in the world. And it is +1/+1 counter synergy. So, yeah, we'll pick that up, I guess. Sanctum of All. Don't need it. Duras, Colossal Dreadmaw, Onakiorg. I mean, consistency is consistency. Alright, Havoc Jester, 5/5. When you sack a permanent, it does 1 damage to any target. Exile on target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token. See, that's a pretty decent trade-off right there. I don't like that it's 5 mana, but you're exiling something. And they're just getting a soldier that doesn't even have lifelink in return. Lofty Denial. This is the auto-select. Okay, I guess that's not the worst. Tormod's Crypt. I think we might need another Prismite. That's a pretty decent early gamer. Bone Pit Brute. Yeah, we'll go with another Prismite. Ooh, oh, this is hard. Either I can get Trample Enabler plus card draw, or I can get more mana fixing. And oh, this is painful. You know what? This is a common, and I haven't seen a whole lot of extra lands. Hopefully we get another Stetson training. I really want one, but if I'm being smart, we are going 3 color if we need the extra lands. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature or land, draw it. Yes. I'm liking that. Fierce Empath. We don't really have... Oh, convert mana cost 6 or greater. So this allows us to fetch our Dreadmaw. Now it's good. I'm feeling Turret Org again. Our deck is going to be very consistent, that's for sure. Sabertooth Mauler, Destructive Tampering, Dismal Backwater. I think we go with the Mauler just because we're still working with +1/+1 counters. At least so far that's the plan. I guess Onakiorg. Synergizes with the 4 power plus stuff. Burn Bright. We don't need a basic. Let's see if somebody else needed a basic or if we're getting stuck with it. Rookie Mistake, the cool Jeskai art. Alright, now we have Pack Leader. Other dogs get +1/+1, and whenever it attacks, prevents all kind of damage to be dealt to dogs you control. Might value draft that, honestly. No, we're not doing a whole lot of flying stuff, so I don't think that would be super helpful. Again, we could meme out another Colossal Dreadmon. Oh, okay, removal. Yeah, I mean, fighting happens, and so tapped creature. Is this really a photo of somebody kicking a giant in the face? Huh. That's a common though, so let's see if we can't pick that up again. I want to go with the Pack Leader, I really do. I might get some dogs later on just to justify that, because right now I can't justify it. 1/3 for 1, that's decent defense. Titanic Growth, that could possibly, I mean, put that on a Colossal Dreadmon and end the game, right? Or at least do a lot more damage. Let's see. Skyscanner. If we put some of the other stuff on it that we have from like earlier, that could potentially be decent because it's a flyer. Plus we got card. Well, we got card drawn other ways. I think we'll go with the Titanic Growth. Yeah, this is the ugliest art that I've seen, with the exception of that weird. What's the word I'm thinking? What am I thinking of here? I can't remember. It's weird though. Alright, yeah, so we're going with the Rugged Highlands, and then that's going to be our last land-based pick because that should help balance it out. So now I think we need to focus on +1/+1 counters and just getting the most valuable stuff that we can get a hold of. When this attacks, you can untap any number of untapped creatures you control, and it gets +1/+1 counters. Each creature tap this way. Haha, this would actually go pretty good in some of the go wide decks. Drowsing Pteranodon's not the worst. The Magma is also not the worst. I guess that's what we're doing. We could do Furious Rise. Oh, what's this? Death Touch. I already like it. When Henri Dilfasar, Power 4 greater, it's +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay. You know, we haven't picked up a Truffle Snout yet, and this does work with +1/+1 counters, which is something that I was looking at. So let's pick it up. Got it. Got another training thingy. Light of Promise. Put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. We don't really have anything life-based at the moment, so I don't think it's going to be relevant. Although we could pick up this Radiant Fountain and gain 2 life from a land drop. Portcullis, fine. I guess we'll get that. Snare Spinner, target creature gets +3/+0 and first strike until end of turn. I guess we could do that. Another Truffle Snout. We'll do that. I guess we can finally pick up a Skyscanner. Running out of options. I really just want anything with this +1/+1 counters. The irony of calling it Silent Dart and making it a card that is going to be a very obvious hit is not lost on me. Oh shoot, I just got that black card I don't want. Life goes on? One card correct. Imagine being forced to upgrade your mana base. Yeah, sure. Okay. Alright, so this is our current deck, and it looks like it's probably already auto-included all of the lands. So we'll go ahead and start by removing anything that is not in our colors, which includes Rookie Mistake, and Gloom Sower, and Rise Again. That helps. So that means we still need to cut a total of 14 cards. We have 4, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. Pretty standard. So yeah, let's go ahead and look through these one more time. And I know I went for a couple of different strategies here, so it could be a little bit difficult trying to figure out exactly what strategy we're going to go with for these gameplays. So, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn and draw a card for 1. Cool combat trick, especially since it's instant. Crash through, sorcery, creatures can control gain trample until end of turn. Unless we have bigger stuff, I see this getting cut. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it out for now. Gets +2/+2 and attacks each combat if able. Boosting everything for 2 mana is pretty good, but I really don't like being forced into doing stuff. Yeah. Life goes on. Life gain is not relevant to me. Portcullis Vine is not the best draw option. Short Sword. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and you can toss it around. That's it's not the worst. Feat of Resistance. I really should have picked up a few more of these. Pack Leader. We didn't get more dogs. Revitalize. You gain 3 life and draw a card. I'm not saying no to that. Sure Strike. Target creature gets +3/+0 and first strike until end of turn. Drowsing Tyrannodon. It is a defender unless you have big stuff, and then it's less of a defender, but it's also not that great of an attacker. Still, for 2 mana, you can't complain too much. Status and Training. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0, has trample, and you get to draw a card. Titanic Growth. Make something big temporarily. Track down. This is probably draw, so we'll keep it. Prismite. I don't think we need 3 of them. I don't remember drafting 3 either. Dub. Makes something a knight and makes it bigger for 3 mana. That's not the worst. Makeshift Battalion goes with the +1/+1 counter thing. Vern Wingmare. I don't see this actually being helpful. I see that being a hindrance. Burn Bright. I think we're going to take out both copies of Destructive Tampering. Onaki Org. I don't like how easy it is to kill. Fierce Empath. This will allow us to go get our big boys. Pride Malkin. Goes with our Incompletes +1/+1 counter strategy. Or I guess pseudo strategy. I'm trying to think if there's anything where like giving it trample would be relevant, because if not, then that really helps me narrow down the stuff that I want to put in. Because like the Dreadmaw already has trample. We only have one of these. Well, I guess some of our top end stuff, it probably won't be the worst. Kind of iffy on that right there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to depend on that. So yeah, the +1/+1 counter stuff, it's not going to be important enough for us to significantly increase. So yeah, we're taking out the pigs, because I found them underwhelming last time. At least for now, we're taking out the pigs. So if we try this turn, you get a +1/+1 counter on this, and you untap it. There's a bunch of different... Oh, I didn't make sure I put in removal outside of shock. That could bite us later. Kind of iffy about this card right here. I mean, with some of our boosters, it would be good, but... And it's our only flying option. So this allows us to get rid of artifacts and enchantments. That could potentially help. This is fetch. This isn't that good. This would be better. This could be better. I think we'll remove that for now. So the last thing we need to remove one more card that doesn't really consistently benefit us. Especially since we're going for an aggressive strategy. I don't know, I like this, but I don't like that it's temporary. But this is as close as we're getting to removal. I like drawing a card. I don't really care about the 3 life. Protection helps. Oh, it's so hard. I think I would take Crash Through over Defiant Strike, because +1/+0 is not that relevant, and drawing a card is better. But that gives all of my creatures trample, and if that ends up being relevant, that'll be, you know, important. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking nonsense here. Basically, I'm just trying to get the most value out of it. I don't want to remove creatures, so whatever I remove, it has to be a non-creature. Well, let's take a look at the current stats of the deck, actually, real quick. 14 creatures, 5 instants, 2 sorceries. Okay, maybe we can remove a creature. So let's figure out what the least helpful creature is in this set. I don't think it'll be Prismite. Prismite's pretty helpful. Yeah, well, hold on. Wasn't there something here that says... Oh yeah, it's this. Okay. But it's... I don't know, there's ways to make other bigger stuff. I don't know. I would have to say, just because of how easy it is to kill, it's going to be Onaki Org. Alright, double check our balance. It looks like it auto-balanced it, and it looks like it's a fair auto-balance. So... that's going to be our draft deck. That'll be it. Oh, I hope this doesn't end up sucking. Alright, so yeah, here probably tomorrow I will go ahead and post the first round of gameplay videos. I want to try to get as many gameplay videos in one as I possibly can, so we might not do the whole split up thing like I usually do. But it also depends on how long the games go and how, you know, far in I get. Like, if I get to the point where I'm like, you know, 4 wins in and they were all like super long games, or even if it's just a bunch of super long games, because I like trying to keep my stuff under an hour, under a half hour if possible, but under an hour at the worst. So yeah, if it ends up being crazy long, then I'm gonna have to split it up. But yeah. Ideally, I'll be honest, it's not the best draft deck I've ever put together. I did put a lot of consideration to some of the cards that we put in there, but this could not be great. We'll see. We're gonna try. You know, we don't play this game to lose. We play this game to win and have fun doing it, but mostly to win. All right. Well, so yeah, thanks for checking out that draft, and have a great rest of the day.